Hello everybody, welcome back. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing absolutely nothing tomorrow, and if you do have to do something, I hope it's not all that important. It's a late video today. It was a long install. These things happen. I got a couple things in the mail that I wanted to share with you guys really quick, and I thought we should definitely check on the Mead. So let's start with that, and then we'll just kind of see where the ramble goes. You know, typical bear video. So Rob Z got back to me, and he kind of advised that I really should have, what was it? Step 1, an adventuring mix first. I came down and I kind of tried to swirl it as best I could, and it didn't really mix it for a hill of beans. And I've gotten some other advice about basically overcooking some bread yeast so that their corpses are in here, because I guess that'll help feed this yeast. I have to get back to that comment and take notes basically, but this is what we're looking at for day 2. Seem to be at a lot of little bubbles. I don't know, are they suspended? Is that dead yeast falling? Not quite sure how this all works. I hope I haven't wasted that much honey, because I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that I can get into the bottom of this and safely stir it with that will be nice and sterile. I was kind of toying with like a dowel, and then I'll just spray that with the sterilizing solution, sanitizing solution, and stir it that way. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm sure back in the day they used to just use a stick and it was probably just fine, and I'm probably really overthinking this and I should just give it a stir, but it looks kind of cool either way. And even if I do completely screw this up, it just becomes a learning experience, and next time I'll remember to mix it. It'll be fine. Let's talk about what was in the mailbox. So one thing in the mail was this delightful box here, and when I opened it up, there was a quick handwritten note. There goes part of the contents. Luckily, it's not fragile, but I was chatting back and forth with some folks on Twitter. This is a Canadian company that makes this. They've asked me to kind of, well, basically play with it and see what I can do. See if it helps things at all. So that's fascinating. It has all kinds of interesting claims on there that we'll discuss in future videos. But they sent me a whole bunch of these little sample packs. I think there's 6 or 8 of them in there. I'm not quite sure. And a big bag. What are we looking at? 4 pounds. That'll be a little more useful to me. So I'm kind of thinking, if there are a couple of Canadians out there, because this is a Canadian thing and they, you know, did that. No offense to y'all down south, but they were kind of stressing Canada and all this. So anyway, if there are a couple of Canadians who would like to try this, I've got a few sample packs and I would be happy to send them out, because I like feedback and to hear how other people's results are. Because I don't think my garden results are atypical of garden results. I think most people do much better than I do. I'm just persistent. Stubbornly persistent, tenacious. You can choose any adjective you want for it. Most of them aren't flattering. I know. I don't care. Doesn't bother me in the least. Crazy, I guess, is one that could be used. Repeating the same series of events, expecting different results. I keep planting things, they keep dying on me, and yet I think next time that they won't. I guess technically that's crazy. I have seen some sort of progress with all this though. So yeah, anyway, that was cool thing 1. I got this box full of, basically it's a rock dust product, I think, essentially. They call it dark earth or something like that, but like I said, we'll get into that. I have mail here, addressed to JT Bear, here in Strathclair. And when I opened it up, come on, open for daddy. It is delightfully full of seeds. Oh yeah. Speaking of planting things, expecting better results, even though I should know better. So, these again come from, oh, there's still tons of them in there. White hot seeds, white hot peppers. I have it bookmarked, so I keep forgetting the actual name, which I suppose isn't very nice, but. And as always, Justin was kind. Focus, camera! Focus! As always, Justin was kind enough to send a whole bunch of extra varieties. I sorted this earlier, and I've just kind of messed with that now. But I got a whole bunch of stuff for the pepperheads on Patreon. Those next envelopes will be coming out shortly. And yeah, I got a few things in here for me. Some of these just sounded kind of scary. What is it, like bad brains or something? Yeah, bad brains. You see that? Somebody tells me I should be worried about the pepper that's going to come out of that plant. So I'll probably end up planting these today or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I've got the day to myself tomorrow. Might as well play in the dirt. Yes. Always pleased as punch when I get new seeds though, right? Because ultimately I want to have as many pepper varieties as I can. And at this point, it's a full-blown addiction. I know that. I can own it. That's fine. There are worse things I could be hooked on. And yeah, you know what? I don't really... There hasn't been a lot of change going on in the dungeon the last couple of days. Been busy working, so not doing much. But it is good. Things seem to be growing. We'll probably take a look at some things in here tomorrow. Actually, no, we probably won't. Tomorrow I was going to wander around outside and we're going to check on the permaculture things around here. So, because people want to see the farm stuff here too, that's part of it. That was part of the whole point of that channel, was the homesteading. And, you know, they call it permaculture. I really think of it as long-term gardening. I'm planting this shrub and expect for 20 years to get fruit from it, as compared to I'm planting this pepper and with luck I'll get something this year and it'll definitely die over the winter. So, you know, it's long-term gardening, long-term planting. But yeah, so we'll look at some bushes tomorrow and see where that goes. All right. Definitely been an atypical Friday, sort of rambling, babbling sort of video. And with the help of the furnace now kicking on and blowing my seeds everywhere, I definitely need to let you go. See you tomorrow, everybody.